Pennsylvania, one of only 9 Senate races coming into this week. We are, of course, looking at the toss-up races with candidates polling within the margin of error. So those swing voters, those independent voters, extremely crucial this election season. We'll find out in a couple of weeks just what happens. And we are live in Pennsylvania with voters as well. We are joined right now with Kay Ernst, a Republican voter, Dr. Benjamin Abella, an emergency physician, and Democratic voter, and Alyssa Karen, who is undecided at this time. Thank you all for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Kay, I'm going to start with you. What did you think about Dr. Oz? How do you think he did?
I think he did well. I think he kind of made a rookie mistake in speaking about his opponent too much. I think he should have just laid his positions out and pretended he wasn't even there. Just don't waste your airtime speaking about someone else. I think is a rookie mistake. He could have gotten more of his positions out. But I think overall, I think he did terrific.
Okay, Dr. Abella, I didn't mean to step on that answer there, but what did it feel like to watch Fetterman? Even with the explanation of his symptoms, did you feel like he hit on topics that you agree with?
Well, I think he did. And one of the key policy issues that I think was highlighted is regarding reproductive rights, which is, of course, really important to me as a physician, especially as an emergency room physician. It was quite striking when Mehmet Oz said that abortion was between a patient, a physician, and local politicians. Last time I checked in the medical textbooks, local politicians aren't supposed to be in the exam room. And I think Fetterman made clear his defense for women's rights.
Alyssa, I've got to go to you. Following the debate, if you were to vote today, who should be the next Pennsylvania senator?
Well, based off of the debate last night, I think Oz won by a landslide. I do feel bad for Fetterman, but we're not handing out participation trophies. I think that he definitely fell short last night. Not only I'm not criticizing his speaking ability whatsoever, but the content that he brought to the table and the failure to put together a plan of action is not what our state needs right now.
And I think a lot of people were watching and wanted to hear concrete solutions, and maybe were a little disappointed that those weren't as solidified. Thank you so much to Kay, Dr. Abella, and Alyssa for joining us this morning. We appreciate you sharing your perspectives, and we'll have everyday people on to share more of those perspectives here on Morning in America. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.